Okay, so now that we've got this back on again, and hopefully I should see who's here, so because I like seeing who's here so I can call out hellos to those of you who are actually here. I can also see your notes and your thumbs up and your hearts and your LOLs when you give them. Okay, and it looks like someone else is with me. Ira, hey, how are you? Thanks for picking Patton for the war movies the other day. That was one of my choices. And Gavin, good to see you. Missed you the past couple of weeks. Okay, so, all right, it's kind of a, what is this? This is kind of a John Buscema hair day. But anyway, yes, so, hey all you cats and kits, Captain Zorik, aka Zorik Lakedra, known in the Society for Creative Anachronism as Lord Ervald Lacoudre Edwardson the Optimistic. And why would you care to know that? Because this is the weekly sword fighting practice for the New York City chapter of the Society for Creative Anachronism, that chapter known as the Crown Province of Utgard, every Tuesday from 7 to 8:30, more or less approximately. And on Facebook Live. Jerry, thanks for joining us again. You're also one of the longtime regulars here. So I'm wearing Viking garb, except I am wearing modern sneakers. And I'm wearing medieval garb because, number one, it's red, so it should show up a little better when it gets dark. I'm going to lower this phone so that you can see me a little better when I back away. No, you should be able to see me from there. Okay, so you should be able to see me a little better against the background, especially when it gets dark. And also because it makes me feel more medieval. But I'm wearing modern shoes because they're lightweight and comfortable, and my medieval-looking lightweight comfortable shoes are probably in storage somewhere, and that's a long story that I don't have time to get into now. So, everybody, for those of you joining me for the first time again, this arm is recovering from surgery. It's doing better every day. I'm doing the physical therapy for it, but I still can't do with it what I ought to do to fight. So when I'm doing things with this arm that I should be doing with both arms, do what this arm does. All right, so everybody, let's get our warm-ups going on. All right, so we're gonna, this dead branch is bopping me in the head all week. All right, so let's get that jogging in place going. All right, here we go, jogging in place there, warming up. Okay, let's just shake out the arms, shake them out to the sides, shake them out up above, shake them out up in front of you, and swing your arms around. There we go. Do what this arm does with both arms. Swing them the other way. A little slappy hugs. And now let's pick up the pace. And high knees. Get those, what do you call them? Hip flexors activated. Because those hip flexors are the muscles you're going to be using to pick up your leg armor. All right. Here you go. Pick them up and put them down. Okay, regular jog. Now, kick your butt. That activates those hamstrings and stretches the front of your thighs. Now, I never thought that picking up your feet behind you was actually an important part of running, but it is. All right? And there you go. And ordinary run. Okay, now, small hops, forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, side to side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, twist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and jog it out just a little bit more, and now mountain climbers. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and punch forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Punch to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Punch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run it out. And 10 squats, standard squats. 1. Notice how much deeper I'm going now than I was at the beginning of this whole thing. That was what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 to 12 push-ups, whatever you can do in the time it takes me to do 10. I'm going to be really favoring this arm because surgery here. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, notice how I'm going a little deeper now than I was at the beginning of the season. All right, now, lay on your back, stick your feet in the air, touch your toes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just bicycle your feet for a few seconds. Now, set of jumping jacks, 10 counts each. Watch me for the changes, and as Marty McFly said, try to keep up. Standard jumping jacks, do what this arm does with both arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms straight out front, clapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Running man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hand crossing hands and feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm always confused about what's power jumps and power jacks and power squats. But we'll do the part that does the deep squat first. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now the one that involves jumping and slapping your hands with your thighs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now, gonna go let our legs rest, do those push-ups again. Hindu push-ups if you know them. Try to do 10. If you don't know Hindu push-ups, follow the instructions on the link in the comments. Hopefully I'll be able to put them on the screen this week. And I can't do Hindu push-ups with this arm. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, Hindu squats. If you don't know Hindu squats, try to follow along. Also, I'm going to put a link for Hindu squats in the comments and on the screen. Ready? Hand. 1. Up. Exhale down. 2. You do what this arm does with both arms. Hand. Bend. Don't lift your heels to the last moment. Now lift your heels. Press your heels back down and straighten up. So allow your knees to go over your toes. Breaks all the rules. Great for the knees. 3. 4. Don't go lower than you can keep balance. 5. Squeeze your butt on the way up. That was 7. 8. 10. Okay, we're gonna double up on our closing abdominals. Bicycles, then V-ups. All right. Ready. I don't know if you can even see me here. All right. Elbow to knee, to opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, meet your hands and your feet so that theoretically you think you're putting your body into a V. 1, that sucked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit, that sucked. Here we go. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Well, I'm getting a good sweat on, and I already know that I forgot to bring a washcloth. All right. So, now, take water if you can, then we'll stretch out. And you should always have some water to take any. Now, I hear that Poland Spring does bad things to the water level in Maine, but I have no idea, so you can look that up. I just got this bottle for free from where I work. Because they make them available to us at work, not because I stole it. All right. Oh, Jason Barrett, you placed an order for return to Penzic. Thank you for the reminder. I just saw that this morning. I'll be having it out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks. Yeah, Return to Penzic was the follow-up to the Penzic Aura video documentary. And it's kind of like, it's not kind of like it is. When I took a friend of mine who happened to be a pro wrestler and had no interest in anything like this at all to the Penzic War, which is the biggest annual event of the year for those who don't know, dropped him in the middle to see what happened. It was awesome. Okay, so thank you very much. Stretches now. Okay. All right, then. Feet, not quite, sort of like a second position, comfortably pointing forward, soft knees, hand, arms up and breathe in. Both arms up. I got a surgery, so I can't. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in, arms up. And flat back over. And all the way down. Feel the stretch. Hang there and bounce. Soft knees. Soft knees. Don't lock the knees back. Doesn't matter if you can touch the floor. What you want to feel is that stretch back there. Try to stick your butt out so that your back is, so that your lower back is more, is flatter. There you go. So that you can feel the stretch back here. All right. Now, squat. If you want to put your feet a little close together, that's okay. Squat. There you go. You want to feel those knees bend. Me, I had surgery on this one, so I got to feel that snap, crackle, pop because the dead guy's ACL inside me, it was not as long and limber as my original one. So, though he said he got the longest and strongest one they had, the doctor did. So, stretching this out is something I ought to do more often. Okay, leave your hands on the floor. Try to straighten your legs. Actually, try to straighten your legs. If you can't do it with your hands on the floor, grab your ankles. And even if you can't straighten your legs all the way, go for the stretch. Feel the stretch behind your legs. Feel the stretch in your back and your shoulder blades. Hopefully you're wearing loose enough or stretchy enough clothing to do this. All right, then roll it up on the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why do I say 8 instead of 10? Ballet. Okay, so where are we now? Yes. Let's just roll it down and shake out our shoulders. Roll it down, shake out your shoulders, spread your legs just a little, shake it over one, shake it over the other, back to center and up, and arms out, flat back. All right, stretch it over here, stretch it over there. Okay, I'm going to show you something now. I stole it from ballet. It's really good for lower back strength. All right, watch this. Okay, arms soft like you're holding a really big beach ball. All right, up above your head. I'm touching my fingers because I have to assist my right arm. Ideally, you wouldn't actually be touching it. Now, we're going to lean over to one side, leading with the arm, right? And then lean to the side, okay? So you're feeling the stretch there. Now, turn to a flat back. All right, really try to stretch out that lower back. I suck at it. Try to do better. All right, and we're looking up. Okay, now take the arm that's closest to the front, swing it out, allow your torso to follow, bring the other arm home. All right, now you're there. Now bring the chest to the front, and now straight. Now bringing this arm up, follow the arm. I found this was very good stretching out my lower back when I got smacked in the kidney really, really hard at the tryouts for the World Championship team in steel weapon full contact. Anyway, now to the other side. Down, flat back, swing it around, chest up and up. Down, flat back, swing it around, chest to the front and up. Last time. Down, flat back, swing it around, chest to the front, chest up. And try to do that 8 sets on your own time. We got to move on. And stretch to the side. There you go. Now that you got a different stretch when you do it this way than you do when you do it this way. So I do both because I'm that kind of guy. All right, and up, and this side. Hey, remember how at the beginning of the season I couldn't lift my arm this far? All right, so I got that stretch, and I even got this stretch. My shirt doesn't have a stretch. There you go. All right, and now look behind you the hard way. There you go. Feel that right all in here. Okay, clasp your fingers together behind your back, knuckles to the sky. All right, here you go. Loosen up those shoulders there. If you can't stretch it, if you can't get your arms all the way up, little stretches, little bounces there, little bounces. There you go. All right, now the legs. Side lunge, all right? Feel the inside of your thigh. I don't know about you, but when I start to do it, I got my patella all clenched. Unclench the patella. Boy, that sounds dirty. And stretch out the inside of your thigh there. There you go. Stretch it out. All right, now, turn that way. Deep lunge. All right. Straight back. Arms out, palms down, small circles forward. 1, 2, count to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're trying to keep that back leg straight and trying to get that heel to the floor. Now, arms forward, arms down, deeper lunge. All right, stretch out that hip flexor there. Stretch out this hamstring. Stretch out that gluteus. Stretch out your pants. There you go. All right, now, straighten that front leg out. Okay, chest to knee. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, take the hand that's closest to me. Wrap it around your leg. Stick the other arm out. Feel the stretch in this shoulder blade here. All right, feel that stretch. There you go. All right, now back and lunge. Turn forward, toes up. There you go. Now feel that stretch in the hamstring there. Unclench your patella. There you go. I don't know about you, but for some reason I have to put both arms in front of me when I'm on this side, but I put them, don't worry about it. I'll show you later. There you go. Okay, now, stretch it that way. Start. Side lunge on the inside of the thigh there. There you go. There you go. Okay, if you keep your back straight, that's a good thing. There you go. Feel that. Unclench your patella. All right, turn that way. There you go. There you go. Straight leg. Try to get your heel to the floor. Arms out, palms up, circles to the back. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms forward, down. Deep lunge. Feel that hip flexor. There you go. There you go. There you go. stretches there, little active stretches there, okay? Now, straighten that front leg, chest to knee, here you go. Take the arm that's closest to me, wrap it around, stick this arm back that way, and stretch out that shoulder blade muscle. Someday someone's going to tell me what the shoulder blade muscle is called. Okay. All right. Now, lunge, turn it to the front, toes up. There you go. See how my arm just winds up outside my leg here. I don't know why it happens this way on this side and not the other way. All right. So, there you go. I think maybe because the hamstring's more flexible here, the knee's more flexible here, I have no idea. If anybody knows why, feel free to put it in the comments. Okay, and stretch it up, earth, down, and roll it up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go, stretch it out, roll your head around the other way, back and forth. There you go, take water if you need it, and trust me, you always need it. And I really should have brought a wash towel, or a heavier sweater, or something. Well, so how's everybody doing out there? Oh, Jason, sorry you're going to meet the practice, but I know the feeling about having a night work shift. Tomorrow you can roll this back on Facebook, and in a week I should have it on YouTube. The YouTube chapter, by the way, is New York Knights Combat 1. YouTube.com/New York Knights Combat 1. The name is New York Knights Combat, but I had to put a 1 on the end because reasons, YouTube. Anyway, let me say hello to everyone who's out there. Jason, Mark, Jerry, Aaron. There you go. And let's see, who else we got? Christine, Ernie, Michael, Anna, John. Let's see, other Jerry, Anthony, Gavin, Ira. Good to see you all here. Even though, wait a minute, up there it says how many people there are, and there's fewer people actually watching than there are who tuned in at one point or the other, but I know people will come in as the night goes by, and I love, and as the saying goes in the off-Broadway theater business, I like to thank both of you for coming around. Anyway, sticking around. Okay, so let's go to our drills now. Today, I want to try to squeeze in, after we do our basic 1, 2, 3, 4 and wrap shot and hammer blow drills, I want to do, remember what our basic footwork, I want to show some basic blocks so that we have a common language regarding blocks and to give you an idea of what a block may be. Not that you'll use them much if you have a shield, but, you know, if you have a shield and a block, you have a better defense. So, let's, there we go. Hands, fingers, open, close, open, close, open, close. All right. Now, roll those fingers from the pinky to the pointer, pinky to pointer, pinky to pointer. All right. Now, other way, pointer to pinky, pointer to pinky. This is kind of like milking a cow. It's also kind of like turning a door handle. All right. Now, loosen up those wrists. Okay, loosen up the wrists. There we go. Now, loosen the wrist the other way. There we go. All right. Now, from the elbow, do this with both arms, okay? There you go. And the other elbow. All right, there you go. Now, with the shoulder, windmills, forward. And hopefully you don't have a tree above you. There we go. How can I not hit this branch? All right. Well, you're not hitting the branch, so you should be able to do it more than me. Now the other way. Okay. Now front, you know, wax on, wax off. And now to the back. I mean the other way. All right. Now slappy hugs. Now just swing your body around, loosen up those hips. Loosen up those shoulders, loosen up all those muscles and your rib cage there. You know, just do little things. Your knees there. Just do this thing where you put your hands on your knees and you make circles with your knees. I don't know about you, my ankles feel a little tight, so I don't know if you can see what I'm doing with my ankles. There we go. Okay, so Let's pantomime our hand, our sword hand. Okay, remember, it's like this. All right, turning the door handle or milking the cow, only the cow is sideways, or the door is sideways, okay? It's on the ceiling. Now remember, the knife edge of your hand, that's in line with the blade, so if you want to swing at his head, you're holding your palm up like you're holding a tray of soup and milking a cow at the same time, or turning a door handle, whichever image suits you better. Now, that gets a little bit of power in it. This is what it looks like. I'm using a lightweight rubber sword to demonstrate. This is what it looks like, okay? All right, but I want you to do it at the level of your teeth, so that way you'll hit them in the head, but we're just pantomiming it. Now, add the elbow, all right? Add the elbow while turning the hand, because a magic trick about sword swinging is figure out where do I need to move my elbow in space in order to put my hand in the right place. All right? Now, you don't have to keep your body still. You can move your shoulders, just your shoulders. Pull back with that shoulder blade, okay? Boom. And now I'm not even using this muscle arrangement. I'm using these muscles up all in my ribs and stuff to turn my upper body. Okay, I'm using the whole shoulder girdle to turn my body, to turn my elbow. All right? Okay, now what if I just want to use my midsection, my core muscles and my lower back? All right, boom. Okay, now stance is going to start to be important here. All right? Notice I'm not standing straight on, nor am I standing, I'm not standing straight on, nor am I standing perfectly in a line here. I got one foot, the back foot, the sword foot, that way just a little bit, all right? And it's not pointed that way, it's pointed kind of that way, all right? And the front foot is not pointed straight forward, it's pointed kind of that way, all right? So you've got this kind of pizza slice here, right? And now I'm turning from my abdomen and my lower back. I'm using those muscles for the turn. That's why we do the abdominal and lower back exercises. All right? Okay? Notice I'm not swinging my arm. My hand is pretty much in the same place. All right? Relatively to like a lot of things. Okay? Now, let's get a little bit more motion in there by using our hips, all right? Just swing the hips. Don't leave your feet planted. I just want to see what happens. You just want to see what happens if you just use your hips. Now, don't do it too hard because you're going to twist your knees out of shape. But just try to just use your hips so that you can isolate. And notice, try squeezing that back butt cheek, okay? That gets a nifty amount of power. Now, loosen up your knees, all right? Move your feet. Push off the floor with your back foot. Boom. Okay? Boom. That's why your toe is pointing not to the side, but forward a little, so that you can push off of it. Boxers actually pivot on it, but I don't want you to pivot on it because it's not necessary and there are other things you want to do with your feet. So notice how that gives you so much power that your hand just wants to go forward. In fact, that gives you enough power to propel your hand forward. All right? To look at it again, here was the hand alone. Our opponent's over there, right? Here's the hand alone. Here's the hand and the elbow. Here's the shoulders. Here's the midsection. Here's the hips. And here's off the foot. Boom. 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 Fold up your shield arm into a chicken wing. Boom. Boom. And now from a 3/4 point of view, boom. 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 3/4 the other way. Boom. 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 From behind. Boom. 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 And time straight at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everybody get your sticks. If you don't have a stick, you can use a, what do you call it, a paper towel roll, or a wiffle ball bat, or unscrew the handle of a mop, or use a hammer. If you've got a baseball bat, hold it upside down so that the weight's not too unbalanced. All right, so here we go. Number 1, we're gonna do 1. I'm gonna do 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna just do a few more while I talk through what we're gonna do tonight. We want to do our 1, 2, 3, and 4. We want to review our wrap shot and our hammer blow. We want to do a couple of reps of the silly walk, and then we want to review advance, retreat, and passing steps, and then hopefully I'll have enough time to give you some blocks. All right, so for 1, relax, 2. Okay, let's see. There's only 4, 5 of you there. Hey, welcome to the party. Okay, so if you're new to the party, then and you haven't gotten the instruction on how to do these blows, just try to follow along. I'll do the best I can. As we recall, we are pushing off the floor, pushing off the ground, and letting our elbow come forward, and as our elbow comes forward, our hand comes forward from the force of pushing off the floor, from the hip, through the back, boom. And we're closing our hand like so, like as if we were turning a door handle, okay? All right, while holding the palm horizontal at teeth level, boom. So there's number 1, 2, 3 reps, and the 4th. For number 2, relax your hand, turn your elbow over, and turn your hand over. Ready? Relax your hand and turn it over, but turn your elbow crank your elbow at the same time. So relax your hand and crank it over. Relax your hand and crank it over. There you go. 1, relax, crank. And 1, relax, crank. If you need a more detailed review, go to youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now remember, it's not a swing. That's going to hurt your elbow and slow down your time and rob you of power. It's a shot forward. It's a punch forward. It's like you're pushing them in the chest with your hand facing up. 1 and 2, and to the shoulder. 1 and 2, and to the shoulder. 1 and 2, and to the shoulder. And now 1, 2, and then back. Bring your elbow down, and then front, and then back. Note how my body turns, and to the hip, and to the head, and to the other side of the head. Note how my hip goes back. My sword side hip goes back. Now my sword side hip goes forward. My sword side hip goes back. My sword side hip goes forward. Okay, so we've got the 1 and the 2. A couple more reps here. There we go. If your shoulder's getting tired, put more body into it and hold your hand closer to yourself. It may happen that you are that close to your enemy that you need to. I call it smell their breakfast range. Now, we want to hit them in the legs. So we go from number 2 to number 3. Okay? From number 2, when you pull your elbow down, the lower part of your hand pulls the lower part of the handle down, and that's going to lever the sword up. And so your fingers are going to be loose when you do this, so that by the time it gets down here, you can squeeze them and it'll hit them in the thigh. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and because this is training for a sport, we're not trying to hit them in the knee. Truth is, in our sport, it is illegal to hit the knee or below, so you want to have your palm horizontal when your sword's at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Relax. 1, 2, 3. Recover. 1, 2, 3. Recover. Notice what I'm doing with my hip. 1, 2, 3. Recover. 1, 2, 3. Recover. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Recover. Now, how do we hit them on the other side of the leg? We've hit, or the other leg. Okay, we've done number 3, which is basically number 1, only down there. All right. So we again lever the sword back by releasing the hand, and this time we're tugging up with the top part of the hand to get that sword back. Okay, we're tugging up with this muscle, which also pushes down the heel of your hand, and that all levers the sword back. Okay, so we're here, we bring it up, we rotate it over, and we actually bring the whole hand over. All right, and then we turn our hip into it. Okay, and straighten our arm if we need to. So it's 1, 2, 3, up, over. Hanging high guard to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Lever it up, over. Hanging high guard to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Up, over. Hanging high guard. 1, 2, 3. Back and in. Up, around, over, down, back and in, and up, around, over, down, back and in, up, around, and relax, shake it out, take water if you need it, I know I will. Okay. So, Carlos, Nathaniel, welcome to the party. I think this is the first time you've come here. Glad to join us. If you have any questions here, feel free to type them up in the comments here. I'll get to them if I can. So, all right, let's review the reps. Let's review the silly walk with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do a few reps of that to remind us what it is. And so, with number 1, your sword foot forward. With number 2, your shield foot forward. With number 3, rock back. With number 4, rock forward. And repeat. 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Now I'm going to turn around and go the other way. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Now I'm going to turn around and start over. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Do it slower than me if you need to. I'll do it slower now. 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Those who think you can go faster, use this opportunity to perfect your stride. 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. We're gonna do just a few more sets. 2, rock back, rock forward, and 1, 2, rock back, rock forward, 1, 2, rock back, rock forward, and 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Okay, I'll notice that my hand was a little sloppy there. I'm kind of relaxing it a bit. Part of it is because I don't have anything to hit, and if I were to go like I was actually hitting something, I may hurt something, and that something might be myself. So if you have something you can hit, a padded surface, or something padded and erect, that didn't sound right, but you get what I'm talking about. Feel free to use that when you're drilling your basic blows so that you can commit to the blow and so that you can learn how to swing it without hurting yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to have to cheat and not commit all the way. Otherwise, you're going to hurt yourself, especially when you try to recover. But that's why recoveries of your blows and learning them is important. And we'll get to that next week because I promised I would get to blocks today. So, let's just review our footwork, passing steps, crossing steps. Okay, where are we? There we go. All right. Here we go. So, a passing step is real easy. You take your guard. Now remember, we've got, for the purpose of starting out, there are plenty of good reasons to stand in different ways. This is how we're going to start. So everything else you can say is just like that except. But we're going to start with sword foot back with about a foot's width out to the side. Shield foot forward. The sword foot is not 90 degrees, it's kind of in a little, not quite 45. Likewise, the forward foot is not pointed straight forward, it's kind of in a little also, so you got a little pizza slice of doom. One of these days I'll get to how Sir Dog described what that's all about. Anywho, so you got that. So that means you can advance with, you can do passing steps without tripping over yourself, but we're going to start with advances and retreat. And advance is real simple. I'm going to show it to you this way. You pick up the foot that's in the direction you want to go, like say forward. That would be your front foot. You move it forward and put it down. You pick up your back foot and move it to where you were so you can recreate the pose you were just in. The retreat is real easy, just in the other direction. You pick up the back foot, put it behind you further. Pick up your front foot, replace your pose. All right, so that's advance and retreat. And do it with me, advance and retreat. And advance and retreat. And advance and retreat. Now I'm going to do it facing you so that I can do a double advance. Ready? 1, 2, and a double retreat. 1, 2, a triple advance. 1, 2, 3, and a triple retreat. 1, 2, 3. This kind of move can be done to the sides. You take your sword that's closest to your shield side, you move it to the side, and then you take the sword, the other foot, and replace your pose. And the other sword, the other way, to the sword side. Boom, boom. Okay, to the shield side. Boom, boom. To the sword side. Boom, boom. To the shield side. Boom, boom. To the sword side. Boom, boom. Should I do heel toe, or should I do toe heel, or should I do flat foot? There are reasons for all of those things. I'm not going to sweat it for this. Though what's important now is knowing which foot to pick up first and practicing recreating the exact pose. So advance, retreat, to the shield, to the sword, advance, retreat, to the shield, to the sword, double retreat, double advance, double to the shield, double to the sword, double retreat, advance, to the shield, advance, to the sword, advance, double retreat, advance then retreat, change your mind, retreat then advance, aha, fooled you, double forward, and then to the sword. 1, 2, to the sword. It's just like a knight in chess. Double retreat to the shield. 1, 2, to the shield. Double to the shield, advance. 1, 2, advance. Double to the shield, retreat. Nope, double to the sword, retreat. 1, 2, retreat. And next, the passing step. That means one foot passes the other. All right? Now, a principle that you should start with, and then once you know it, break it when you need to, is if you're just going to take one passing step, switch your hips. All right? One passing step, boom. And then to the rear, pass to the rear, boom. Pass to the back, as Dan Quayle would say. It's a Hoosierism. Pass to the back, and then pass forward. All right? A double pass, boom, boom. If you know you're doing a double pass, for the purpose of this exercise, don't switch your hips, because the point is you want to wind up in the same position, and moving your hips is going to mean more of your body got to move. That's going to take more time. Boom, boom, right? Boom, boom, faster. But if you're just taking one step back, switch your hips, okay? So, double advance, pass. Double pass forward. Boom, boom. There you go. Double pass back. Boom, boom. Pass to the back. Advance. Advance. Double pass back. Boom, boom. Advance. Advance to the shield. Double pass forward. Boom, boom. Advance to the sword. Retreat. Retreat. Pass forward. Retreat. Retreat. Pass forward. Double pass forward. Double retreat. To the shield. Advance. To the sword. Retreat. To the shield. Pass forward. Okay, now there's something called a compass step. I'm just going to show it to you quickly. A compass step is kind of like an advance to the side, only when you make it, you kind of turn your body, all right? Now I turn it, I find that when I do it, I turn a precise 1/8 of a circle. So, boom, boom. See, what I did was, instead of just going straight to the side and replace the pose, I put my lead foot a little bit forward. So that way, in order to recreate the pose, I have to actually pivot my body a little bit. All right? That's a compass step. Boom, boom. And this will come in handy. We don't have time to drill it, so because I want to get on to blocks. I didn't get to, let's just quickly review the wrap shot and the hammer blow, and then we'll get to blocks. Okay, the wrap shot is when you swing forward, boom, right? But instead of going all the way like this with your palm up, right when the sword is about halfway, so that it's perpendicular to you, related in relation to the direction of your enemy, you turn that elbow over, so your palm turns over, so you wind up hitting them in the back of the head with the back of your sword. Most people are shorter than me. So, you swing and turn it over, all right? Now, you can't commit to the full force without something in front of you, because there's nothing in front of you, and you'll hit yourself in the nose. So, if you got another stick, or you got a shield, hold it up in front of you, right? And bam. Okay? Now, what's happening here is I'm squeezing my hand when I'm turning it over, but then I'm releasing those lower fingers to allow the pommel, the handle, the hilt to come around. Give it the room. Trust the physics. Boom. All right? Boom. And I can even give it a little extra tug with my upper torso. Boom. There you go. Boom. Boom. I may not need to, because there's a lot of force in there. Boom. Boom. Yeah, feel that. I mean, just feel that. I mean, just listen to that, all right? And now, of course, you can do this high, or you can do it low. All right? You can hit him in the back of the thigh. All right? He thinks you're going to the front of his thigh, right? But instead, you go to the back of his thigh. Changes the angle up so he misses the block. All right? Now, the hammer blow is real simple. Just bring your elbow down and close your hand. Boom. Boom. It's real simple. And if the person's fighting with two swords, say, and they do this, then you just shoot it out and close the hand. That's all. Boom. Real simple. So, a combination might be wrap shot, and either it misses or he blocks it or it goes over the head, or you're just trying to double tap because you might not make it. Bam. All right? So, wrap shot, up, bam. And I should have worn a sweater. Wrap shot, up, bam. A scarf maybe. I'm kind of cold around the neck. I've got a hood somewhere. Wrap shot, up, bam. Okay? Let's see if I can do it with this. Wrap shot, up, bam. wrap shot, up, bam. Or this is a fake. The wrap shot's a fake. Totally miss it. So he's going and trying to block the back of his head and leaves the front of his face open. Wrap shot, bam. Drill it with me. Wrap shot, bam. Okay? Wrap shot, bam. All right? Wrap shot, bam. And now it doesn't have to be a wrap shot to a hammer blow. It could be a wrap shot to a number 1. Let's see if I could do a wrap shot to a number 2. No, that's going to be too difficult. But it could be a wrap shot to a 1, 2. All right. A wrap shot to a 3. You know, and if you're in tight to get the wrap shot, he's all backing up, trying to cover the back of his head. You back up to give a little bit of room with a passing step to the rear. So wrap shot to the front, passing to the rear. You've gotten out of his range and you've hit him in the leg. Let's just drill that, all right? Wrap shot, pass to the back leg shot, okay? Wrap shot, pass to the back leg shot. Wrap shot, pass to the back leg. Wrap, pass, leg. Wrap, pass, leg. And now you'll notice that the sword's moving faster than the feet. It's because your hand really isn't moving all that much. It's the end of your sword that's doing all the moving, while your feet, they're still attached to your legs. So, yes, so sometimes it's not worth your time to try to get all tangled up with, is my foot in the right place? That's why we learn all kinds of different ways to swing the sword with enough power to win the fight, even if our feet are not in the right place. Anybody's new with us? Jamie, welcome to the party. All right, so, and Carlos and Nathaniel. All right, you're already here. All right, so, now, blocks, parries as they may be. Get water if you need it. Okay, by the way, forgot to bring a timepiece again, so if anybody's out there, feel free to type into the comments what time it actually is, so that I got a sense of how much time I got left, because the sun's a good timepiece in and of itself, but dinner's on the stove, you know. Right. Anybody who's still watching, both of you out there, I know you're out there. Just type in what time it is in the comments field. It'll also make me feel good to know you're paying attention. All right, now, blocks and parries. We've been doing, I've been throwing in a block and a parry here and there in our putting it all together drills. Is that 7:58? John, hey, welcome to the party. Thank you. 7:58. Just, okay, good. We got about 30 minutes. I'm a little ahead of schedule, but I'm not going to slow down. All right, so our regular customers have noticed that I've had some blocking going on up here, right? Well, there are actual sword schools, all of course have sword parries, and it's funny that it almost doesn't matter what kind of sword you have. They all have a certain degree of commonality because, you know, we've only got most people's arms and legs are attached to the same places in their bodies with the same number of elbows, you know, so there's only so many ways a sword can move. Now, my first form my first codified sword school was stage combat, and stage combat is mostly based on classical fencing, and classical fencing has a number system that starts with you draw your sword, right, and they lead with their sword hand, and so block number 1 is they lead with the sword leg so that they can lead with the sword, and block number 1 is here, number 2 is there, number 3 is here, number 4 is there, then they have number 5, number 5A, and number 5A, 6, and then 7, and then 8 is something weird. Well, I don't want us to get confused with that because it's very rare that you're going to be blocking your legs with your sword, and also I want for us, you and me, for our blocks to correspond to the blows that they're likely to block. So if we assume the other person is of the same handedness, right? Then, now, got a bunch of, whether or not this is left or right is really confusing because I'm using my left hand, but this is a mirror image because it's Facebook Live, so I think you're actually seeing it as if it were my right. I don't care. Point is, if someone of the same handedness is facing you, their blow number one is gonna be coming to this side. We are going to call, and it'll become more clear why, this block number one, and I'll explain why. While we drill and practice with the sword on our shoulder, right, that leaves the whole side of your head open, so you're more likely to have your sword in front of your head, maybe, and in fact on this, protecting the side of your head that your shield is not on. Now some people like a pose that's up here, all right, and that way they can block this side of the head and that side of the head. Now, since we've only talked about block number one, I'm going to call block number one as if you started from here and went here to block shot number one. Okay, and then when they throw shot number two, you're going to go here to block it because that's where shot number two comes. Now, because I want you to be able to do this block, and also because it comes naturally, ergonomically, I'm going to call this 1A because it blocks shot number one, but with your hand in a different position. Okay. Then we're going to number three is going to block the sword blow that comes down to the outside of your shield leg, and number four is going to come to the outside of your sword leg. And then, in a happy coincidence, number five is going to block that straight down hammer blow, and number 5A, also known as a window parry, comes here because it creates a window. Okay, and then from here we go back to one. So let's do that together slowly. And remember, these numbers are just between you and me. So if someone else has another codified system, feel free to learn that language. It'll make your mind more nimble. So here we go. Take your stick, your sword, your wiffle ball bat, your paper towel roll, your hammer, whatever it is you're using. All right, and stand in sort of in a boxing pose, right? But with, instead of your hands blocking your face, your hands just below your face, so that your shield can block your face and your sword can block your face, all right? Now, number one, bring your sword over so it blocks the shield side of your head without you having to raise your shield. Number two, blocks the sword side of your head. Number 1A blocks the shield side of your sword again, face again, but with the sword pointing up instead of down. Now, block your shield leg. Now block your sword leg. Now block your head. Now block your head the other side. All right. This is a little complicated. Drop it. All right. Okay. You're bringing, don't drop it. Here's 5. Here's 5A. Don't drop the sword. Just turn your arm around. Boom. 5, 5A. There it is. And 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. And 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2. Nope. 1, 2. 1A. 3, 4, 5. 5A. 1, 2. 1A. 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. Now, relax, shake it out. Now, each of those blows has a natural blow that comes from it. Each of those blocks has a blow that comes naturally from it. Hey, Conwin, thank you for watching. Conan, right, Conan Brave. Cool name. All right, so from the block that we are calling number 1, nobody else may call it that, we're just calling it here for the purpose of this instruction. From here, shot number 1 comes right out of it. This is almost a number 2 sword blow. So from number 2, you can very easily go to number 1. So from this block, which blocks a sword blow number 1 from your enemy, which is why I'm calling it number 1, you can respond with a number 1. You can also respond with a number 3. You can also respond, that's kind of difficult unless you're really strong to respond with a number 2, but you can respond with a wrap shot, and you can also respond with a hammer blow. All right? So let's just try. We're going to keep it simple from block number 1 to blow number 1. Ready? Block 1, strike 1. Back. 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 Okay, from 1, the next block is 2, because he threw a blow number 2, so you block it with number 2. All right? From number 2, you're all set up for number 1 again. All right, so block, strike. Block, strike. And you can actually go block, strike. Block, strike. And let me show you that return, because that return, there's an easy way to do this return that saves your muscles, okay? You've delivered your strike, right? Now, if you just bring your elbow back, if you bring allow your forearm to turn straight forward, bring your elbow back, and then bring your elbow down, right? So 1 and back. 1 and back. All right? That's our number 1 and back. Then we block and 1 and back. Block and 1 and back. Okay? Block. Whoops. So we're here. Block. So we're here. We're here. Block 1. Sorry. Block 2. Strike 1 and back. Block 2. Strike 1 and back. Block 2. Strike 1 and back. So 1, block 1, strike 1. Block 2, strike 1. Now block 1A. Boom. Very logical. So, block 1, strike 1. Block 2, strike 1, block 1A. Okay, so we could strike 1, block 1A. Okay, strike 1, block 1A. Now what's the logical response from 1A? The logical response from 1A is number 2. Because look, when you're in 1A, you've kind of pulled your hip around as if you threw strike number 1. Or if you did throw strike number 1, your hip is pulled around. So you're all ready to throw your hip back for number 2. Got it? So, 1A, 2. Block 1A, 2. I'm going to put a hat on because my head is cold. Ugh. Should have bought my Captain Marvel hat because it's bright red and would match the rest of my Viking suit, but it's New York. It's the New York Knights of the World League of American Football. So that will remind you that the YouTube channel that this is going on is New York Knights Combat 1. All right. So block 1A, strike 2. Block 1A, strike 2. block 1A, strike 2. Block 1A, strike 2, and then bring it back home. Okay, so let's put it together. Block 1, strike 1. Block 2, strike 1. Block 1A, strike 2, bring it home. All right? Now, from block 2, we went to block 3. Now, block 3 is kind of a tough one to pull another shot out of. So I may not even try. So from here, your best hope is to go into a hanging high guard and then a number 1. All right? That's the natural progression. You're here, where are you going to go? All right? You've really got no place to go unless you recover to a hanging high guard and then to a number 1. Or from here to a number 3. There you go. Because this, oh wait a minute, I didn't do this, I did this. Should you happen to be able to get this down, then that's natural. But if you're here, block, bang, block, bang. I'm going to work on this one. Block, bang. There you go. Block, bang. There you go. Block, bang. Look at the elbow. We've blocked it here. All right. We bring the sword back a little. We turn the elbow over. And we're hitting them in a number 4. Block, number 4. Hey, look at that. Basic principles just come to us. Boom, we've blocked with what we've blocked their number 3. We bring it back, all right? We use our hip a little, boom. There, boom. Let's see, block, boom. Let's not use our hip. Block, nope, I want to use my hip. If I use my hip, then I've committed all the way, and so the physics is going to bring it around here, all right? If I don't use my hip to bring it back, then I can use my hip on the blow. Block, bang, all right? Block, bang. I'm going to take this to someone who knows who's been, I'm going to talk to more people about how to do that. Let's see, serendipitous that I find you instructing after I just finished watching Sword of the Valiant. Sword of the Valiant. You know, that was a remake. Yeah, I saw they played both versions of that on TV a while back. Benjamin, welcome to the party. Will, Kristen, thank you for joining us. All right, for those of you who just joined, we're learning blocks and how to turn blocks into blows. Just to quickly review, I'm using a numbering system based on the identification number of the blow that it would block. So the blow we call number 1 would be blocked by this, and you answer with a number 1 of your own. Blow number 2 would be blocked by this, which you can answer by a number 1 of your own. Now you can also block blow number 1 like this. It follows naturally from a number 1 that you just delivered. You can answer that with a blow number 2. Now a blow number 3 can be blocked like this, and from here you turn it over and you get them in the other leg. All right, so let's just drill that. Block number 3, over. Block number 3, over. Block number 3, over. Block number 3, over. I have not yet decided whether the blow that follows blow number 4, should begin with the hip and follow, or whether you should begin with the arm and follow. And if you train both, then you can do them both as the situation demands. You may be running while you're doing this. All right, let's move on. Block number 4 is here. From block number 4, number 1, or number 3. We're going to go to number 1. All right, because a number 3 will only get him in the leg, but a number 1 will get him in the head, and that'll kill him. So, block number 4, turn it up and hit him number 1. Block number 4, turn it up and hit him number 1. Block number 4, turn it up and hit him number 1. Block number 4, turn it up and hit. Sorry about the pause there. I'm running out of storage space, but I think I got enough to get through the night. Okay, so, or the next 20 minutes anyway. So, let's work our way through. Fighting stance. Feet, shield foot forward, sword foot a little bit to the side, feet at an angle sort of that away. Shield up here, so that the section of the shield above your hand is blocking your face, or right about visually with your opponent's nose is a rule of thumb. Your sword is blocking the side of your head, so that you can go like this to create an arc of protection around your face and your head. So, for this number system is what we're using in this training based on the blows that they block. All right, so we block number 1 like this, and we answer it with a number 1. We pull it back so we can block a number 2 like this, and we answer it with a number 1. We pull it back so we can block a number 1 like this, and we answer it with a number 2. Note how I spun the hips. And now we block a number 3 like this, and then we pull it back and hit them with a number 4. And then we block a number 4 like this, and then we bring it up and we answer them with a number 1. And then we bring it home. Okay? 1, strike. 2, strike. 1A, strike. 3, strike. 4, strike. Bring it home. 1, strike. 2, strike. 1A, strike. 3, strike. 4, strike. Bring it home. 1, strike. 2, strike. 1A, strike. 3, strike. 4, strike. Bring it home. Watch what I'm doing with my legs and my hips here. So, 1, I'm turning my hip forward as if I was striking a number 1. Bring my elbow down, close my hand to strike a number 1. Pull my elbow back to block number 2. Bring my elbow forward, my hip forward, so that my elbow comes forward, and close the hand to strike number 1. Bring my hand back to block number 2. Note my hip is still forward from that number 1 blow. Bring my hip back to strike a number 2, and my elbow up. Now, bring my elbow down, almost as if I was going to strike a number 3, but instead I'm going to block a number 3, okay? And then bring it up and around. Okay, where was I? Okay, still watching me. Hey, Amy, how are you? So, let's pick it up. Let's start over because we were interrupted a little. So, watch the hip, watch the elbow, watch the shoulder. See what's going on here. All right, so there's block number 1. And so that brought the hip forward. All I have to do is bring my elbow down and look at all that physics, all right? Bring the hip back, block number 2. Answer with sword blow number 1, all right? We just turn the hip forward. Now our hip's already forward. We leave our hip forward for block number 1A. And so that way we can turn our hip back and raise our elbow for a blow number 2. Now, block number 3 is kind of like a blow to number 3, but instead of reaching out, we keep it home, all right? And having blocked that, we bring it back around so we can hit him with a number 4, all right? And now we're already there, we pull it back. Note how I just leaned back. This leaning forward and leaning back, it's a thing to block the blow coming to number 4. And now, notice my elbow's up, my elbow goes down, the sword comes up, I close the hand and I bring the hip forward. Block, bang. Get a lot of power there. Or block, bang, to the head. For the purpose of this drill, because we want to be hitting a lot of different targets and because our arm's tired, our number 4 block is going to turn into a number 3 blow. All right, I've just decided that. See, a lot of times when you're fighting, you have to change things in order to make them fit. What's this? Gavin, strike 4 going into block 4 loses power in the block due to lacking directional momentum to oppose the incoming blow. Strike 4 into block 4. Strike 4 into block 4. That's right. Strike 4, you just got to have to pull it back. There is, boom, that's just the way it's going to have to go. You're here and back. Instead of it being a wham, you're here, you pull it back, and it gets in between you and the other guy's sword. It's a short move, bang, boom, bang. Anytime that you have to play window wiper with your sword, that takes time. However, if you can just go bang, that's quicker. So you'll have more time. It's all in the blink of an eye. So you're going to be, so you've blocked 3, bang, block, bang. All right? Hopefully it'll go so fast you won't even notice. The 4 is actually the wind-up. Bang, block. That's the whole point, is that all these blocks, if possible, are the wind-up. This, I'm actually wondering if there isn't something else we can do with the number 3. Boom, boom. I'm not yet comfortable with that. Boom. But if this actually hits something, then you can feed the momentum around. All right. So nothing here is written in stone. Everything is changeable, adjustable, malleable. Hey Ben, welcome. Hey Phyllis, welcome. How are you doing out there? So let's just go through these and let's see where we need to adjust, if we need to adjust. So you've got your feet, legs bent comfortably. Never let your legs lock. If you can't bounce your legs, if you're getting your bounce from bending your knees backwards, you're in trouble. So here you go. Fighting stance, shield up, sword up. Block 1. Block 1 again. Block 2. Block 3. Block 4. All right. So actually your number 3, here's the answer to your question there, Gavin. Your number 3, the energy of your number 3 blow feeds into your number 4 block. All right? Boom, pull it back. And then from there, 4. So you've got your block, bring it around, boom, back, boom. Just don't let yourself stop like I just did. Boom, and boom, back, boom. Boom, back, boom. You just got to be sure to get that hit before you pull it back, because draw cuts don't work in the SCA. Boom, back, boom, and recover. Okay? So, all together now. Block, number 1. Block, number 1. Block, number 2. Block, number 3. Block, number 4. And here's how we're going to recover. We've just done a block number 3, actually. Now, pulling this all the way back up, well, it's kind of difficult. 3, 3, boom, 3, boom. All right, 3, boom, 3. 3, boom. This is sort of like a teardrop return. You've delivered a number 3, right? Pull your hip back, and then as your sword's coming back because of the whiplash motion, boom, raise your hand like an elevator. 3, boom. All right. Block 3, boom. There you go. From delivering the number 3 blow, block 3 up. From delivering the number 3 blow, block 3 up. Okay? From delivering the number 3 blow, block 3 up. From delivering the number 3 blow, block 3, hip back, whip action, and up. Number 3 blow, block 3, hip action, and up. From delivering the number 3 blow, block, hip action, up. From delivering the number 3 blow, block, hip action, up. From delivering the number 3 blow, block, hip action, up. And in fact, that hip action up could be a number 1 blow. Hip action up. Yep. Just take that into a nice tight number 1. Or just take it into getting yourself back there. Who's got the time? Is it dark yet? It's getting there. Okay, so we're just going to do a few more drills of these blocks and blows here. We're not going to throw in steps yet. We'll do that next week or something. So, blocks and blows. Once again, this numbering is just used to remind you what blow you're blocking. There are plenty of other systems that exist out there with their own numberings for their own reasons. So, take stance, shield, sword. All right. Block number 1 goes into strike number 1. Block his number 2, answer with a number 1. Block his number 1 with what we block number 1A. Answer with a number 2. Block his number 3, answer with a number 4. Block his number 4, answer with a number 3, and teardrop return. Hip return. It's a hip return. I'll have to look that up. That's from Duxer Bellatrix, and he's got instructions on YouTube. He's got a video you can get. So I highly advise everyone to go get Duke Paul of Bellatrix's instruction manual. Paul Porter's his real name. He's on Facebook. So, here we go. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, recover. Okay. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 2. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, recover. And block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3. And recover. And block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 3. Block 4, answer with 4. Now, I'm noticing that the number 4, I got it wrong that last time around, but the 4 that I answer block 3 with is turning out to be a lot tighter and a little bit different than I originally showed it. That's why we practice, to find the way it works. Hey, John, thank you for joining us. All right, so let's do these drills. Somebody throw out what time it is. I don't want to be here past 8:30. Just type in what time it is. How many of you are out there anyway? Okay, so block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 3. Block 4, answer with 3. Sorry, block 3 answers with 4. And recover. And block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Okay? Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3. You notice we didn't do 5A and 5. That's fine. We've done a lot, so we're good. We can do that next week. 8:30 right now. Okay, Conan, let's do 3 more drills of this sequence and then call it a night. What do you say? Somebody throw me a thumbs up to show me that you're still watching here. Somebody make me feel the love here. I'm loving you all out there. Somebody throw me a thumbs up if this is any useful to you or if you learned anything tonight. Somebody? Anybody? Okay, well, looks like I got 2 more watchers here. Well, there you go. Conan, thank you. All right, voicemail keeps stopping. That's okay. Close app. I don't care about voicemail. All right, so 3 more drills of this sequence. Okay, there you go. Yes, thank you. Jerry, welcome back. Okay, 3 more drills of this sequence. Ready? Taking your pose. My opponent's over there, so that way it gives you kind of a 3/4 look at this. All right, so our sword's in front of our face. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, recover. And block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. And block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. All right. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 3, block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Okay, 2 more times. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 3. Block 4, answer with 3. Block 3, answer with 4, and recover. Okay, 1 more time. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 3, answer with 2. Block 3, block 1. Okay. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 3. Block 4, answer with 3. Block 3, answer with 4. And recover. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times, and I'm going to get the numbers right each time, okay? If I don't get the numbers right 2 times in a row, we do it again. Got that? Say it with me. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Ready? Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 2. Block 1A, answer with 2. Oh, I got that wrong. We're going to have to do it again. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Ready? Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 3. We're going to have to do it again. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Okay. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Block 4, answer with 3, and recover. Okay, if I get all the numbers right this time, we call it a night. Block 1, answer with 1. Block 2, answer with 1. Block 1A, answer with 2. Block 3, answer with 4. Whew, that was close. Block 4, answer with 3. One more time for good luck. 1, answer with 2. 2, answer with 1. 1A, answer with 2. 3, answer with 4. 4, answer with 3. Recover. One more time. 1, answer with 2. 2, answer with 1. 1A, answer with 2. Oh, I got that wrong, but whatever. 3 and 4 and. I'm going to just say and for the strikes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and. Those aren't the numbers of the blocks. I'm just saying the beats now. I'm not numbering the blocks. I'm just saying the beats. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and recover. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and recover. You know what? 5 and recover. You know, I could do that. 1 and 2. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and. Okay, I'm getting sloppy, I'm getting tired, I'm getting cold. All right, everybody, and it's getting dark out here. Okay, so Robert, thank you for joining. Sorry we're hanging up. Francesco, sorry you came in so late, but thank you for joining us. That boosts my numbers here. Okay, those of you who joined us late, I'm saving this. Feel free to rewind and watch it from the beginning. In about a week, it should be on YouTube at New York Knights Combat 1. New York Knights Combat is the name of the channel. The URL is youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1. And that's all I got to say tonight. This was the 9th of our virtual sword trainings, so you can see all the previous ones on YouTube as soon as I got to finish uploading last week's. Okay, love you all. My next time on Facebook Live is going to be tomorrow from 3 to 3:30, unless other things get in the way, doing our weekly music break. Captain Zorik, Lord Evald the Optimistic, come and cover up if you're going to be near anybody, clean up, wash your hands and stuff often and frequently. Lord Evald the Optimistic, coming. Oh, and stretch out all your, basically repeat all the stretches that we did earlier, plus do a few other ones. Stretch out anything that's tight, and eat or drink something with high protein to re-strengthen your muscles, and eat a pickle or something to replace your electrolytes, and drink some water. Now that's everything. Lord Evald the Optimistic coming at you. I love you all.